Chat away. What's up? What's up? Is anyone out there? Yeah. Is anyone out there? Hey yo, Vexed X27. Hey, what's up? Um. Straps. What is good? I should probably put on some tunes, eh? Maybe not. Sometimes tunes aren't the vibe. Oh my gosh. The only thing with doing this through motherfucking OBS is I don't know how many people are ever watching. New song already? Not quite. Not quite. New song tomorrow. Well, in like an hour. So that'll be pretty lit. I'm about to play some games here in a second. What got you into playing the crazy metalcore, scrollcore way you do? So I have no idea what music you create, but your music is... Wait, how can you say no idea what music you create, but your music is insanely good? Fake fan for real. I'm just kidding. I grew up doing metal. Like, I did strictly only metal for a really long time. And it wasn't until, like, I finished high school that I kind of got more into electronic and pop music. And then there's, like, the hyperpop stuff, you know, that was popping. So then obviously that kind of married the worlds together. And now, I don't like to say I do metalcore, but obviously people who like metalcore like what I do, and I do like metalcore too. I'm just sometimes a little embarrassed because metalcore has so many different meanings. I don't want people to think I'm like, you know, any sort of like generic type vibe, or any sort of, you know, mainstream. I know the word metalcore has like a mainstream vibe to it now, where it's just like really sing-songy and basically just like heavy pop music. There's nothing wrong with that. I just would rather be associated and identified with a little bit more of like a boundary pushing, you know, underground, new, creative sort of vibe. You should show us old projects. Sheesh. Like what? Like a song that's out type shit? Metalcore mainstream is crazy. I'm not sure if you're joking, but metalcore is extremely mainstream at this point. Depends what kind you're talking about. Like, here, let's like play some shit. Or let me just like look up. Like, obviously, there's like the Knocked Loose thing, and Knocked Loose is mainstream, but it doesn't sound mainstream at all. At least not to me. They are just fucking crazy and heavy. There's no repeated material, you know. There's no pop sort of pop, what do I say, form or anything like that. It's just fucking crazy. I'm over here being the math rock kid, so I'm clueless. Like stuff from before Scro. I want to play some. I'm not gonna open up sessions type vibe. Whoa! I'm about to close OBS. All will be shut down. Are you sure you want to exit? No. I think if I do this. Wait, shit. Oh, this. Then I can. What's up, Starboy? All right, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I have a song coming out in an hour. It's on Phase One's album. And it's fucking insane. The ending of it is especially insane, but other than that, it's just a sick-ass Scro track. I think you guys are going to like it. It's very Scro. It's kind of just like a Scro track. I'm stoked that he wanted to kind of build something together that sounded a lot like me. It got heavier at parts, but let's just go to my fucking SoundCloud. Actually, this is the first type of music I was ever releasing. Thug.bandcamp.com. This is it. This was my whole fucking life, y'all. Let's go to all the releases. I'm a music artist myself, but I really enjoy your music. Thanks, dude. What's the sunflower in your music? I'm noticing a trend in your videos, especially in I'm So Tired. Did you notice a trend with me and sunflowers? That's so weird. I didn't even put two and two together. I actually have a YouTube. Oh wait, am I streaming my shit right now? I actually have a YouTube video that goes over the sunflower. So I'll type in Scro sunflower. Wait, why I wear sunflower. I got a show in 2 weeks in Dallas. Let's go. I just wanted to say that you are a great artist. Really like your style and vibe of your music, and you give me lots of inspo. Dude, Starboy, I appreciate that. You rock. Why I'm switching to GarageBand? That's funny. This video probably has like 100 views that I'm referencing right now. And then we'll get into some. Phase 1. Oh God, it's Graham. The main man. Can we get a huge string of W's in the chat for Graham? The main man is here himself. He's got an album dropping in 1 freaking hour. I am so honored to be a part of it. I was so stoked when he wanted to work on something together. And our song comes out in an hour. All right, here's the video. Why I wear the sunflower. So my girlfriend just gave it to me one day, and I thought it was cute, so I just kept it there. And that is the story behind the sunflower. Hopefully you heard that. Yeah. So sorry I missed every damn stream. Still checking in, always wanting to join in on showing music and other stuff. Dude, appreciate you. So I usually do streams once a month, first Tuesday of every month, where we'll do a beat battle. So the next one would be, probably shouldn't show my calendar on stream. The next one would be this Tuesday, but I think I'm going to push it to next Tuesday because Julia's playing a show like an hour away, and I also don't have my camera for some other reason. So I think it'd be better to push it till next week. But I've just been like streaming randomly. I've been playing some games. Okay, this is the first. I'm gonna make sure my shit is rocking. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna do. Hold on. Big screw. I don't really like when I'm small because I'm extremely I'm trying to make a self-deprecating joke right now, but I don't seem to have the words for it. I'm extremely selfish, and I need to be the biggest, most important thing at all times in everyone's life. So I'm just gonna do a little vibe like this. That'll be fine. Because I saw the gaming coming along. Yeah, I'm glad you're pseudo enjoying my silly gaming. I hate this angle. I feel like I look strange. Anyways, so before I was ever doing Scro, wait, dude, I want to do this. This is lit. I'm going to make a goal. I'm going to do this. Let's see if it works. Start goal. Set a timer. Dude, we're going to make a freaking... I'll show you how I'll celebrate. Dance. Alright, this is me just begging for money right now. I don't know what this feature is, but it seems kind of fun. I just started a goal. Woo! You don't have to give me money. I just thought that would be interesting. I've literally never done that. Okay, when I was first releasing music, it was under the band name Thug. And it's exactly how Scro is, where it's just me making all the music. Except it was this band Thug. Now, granted, I did start this band with my friend Devin Penn. And we were very it was very MySpace scene core, weird genres, but mostly, you know, metalcore. But it sounded like shit. It was a lot of BS, mostly instrumental. And then after a while, it ended up just being me. And it was just like my project. And then I would have friends who could play the parts just come and play it live. And I would also have my friend do vocals live, even though the tracks did not have vocals on them, like when they were released. So that was wacky. Hey, could you please give me some helpful advice on understanding a metronome? I don't know what you could mean by that. Like how to practice with it or how to play with it. Regardless, that sunflower doesn't, or that, of what music genre or that, the sunflower doesn't mean anything. I've been listening to your music nonstop while creating my own language. Bro is creating his own language in the chat. Can you riddle off some shit? Let me hear your fucking language. All right, so this is my first album I put out. So let's do the math. 2012. Jesus Christ. It's 2025. So 13 years ago, I was 16. How to play with it. Maybe I'll talk about that after I go through this stuff. So I was like 16 or 17 when I put out this album, and it's 16 songs. And this wasn't in the day where you would do singles and shit. What's up, Brandon? Shouts out Origami. This isn't the day where you would like do singles and stuff. I just dropped a whole ass 16 track album, and I just hoped people would listen to it somehow. And I was playing shows, and this is when Facebook was still really big. And so here's the intro track. Check. It's the intro track to my first band ever. Type shit. Alright, this is just the intro track, so it was pretty like bare bones, whatever. It's funny, I'm doing the same thing I'm doing now. It just sounds way better and it's way cooler. It's all fake drums and everything. Second track on the album. It's all just like progressive, instrumental, bullshit, metal. Just progressive metal band. Also, my first instrument was cello. I played a lot of cello in this album. Alright, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I do want to play some cool shit, though. Low-key bad, but your improvement is inspiring. High-key bad. There's some lore here, y'all. So a lot of you guys know, a good deal of my following on Instagram and TikTok is from doing these fucking sad cartoon videos where I would play over, what's up, Blue? Where I would play over Adventure Time and Avatar and cartoons and whatever. That is just, I've just always done that. That's not something that I was like, I saw a trend or something. I did see someone do it on YouTube Music or YouTube Shorts. And I was like, oh yeah, that shit's cool. And I'd do it myself. And then it kind of became what it is. But listen to this, guys. This song is called To Create a Mockingbird. I put this out in 2012. Listen to the middle of this. We would play this shit live. What's up, Jamie? I guess. cool because it's the metal shit with the electronics still. Please do not buy this album because I don't know where it is. Oh shit. Little mini trap beat kick, kind of just slapping. Alright, listen to this. $10 to anyone in the chat who knows what this is from.
I've been through a lot in the past 6 days, 5 minutes, 27.5 seconds. And if I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are. And no amount of mermaid magic or managerial promotion or some other third thing can make me anything more than what I really am inside.
That's great. You're making it so long.
But that's okay.
Cause
I did what everyone said a kid couldn't do. I made it to Shell City, and I beat the Cyclops, and I rode the Hellhawk, and I brought the crown back.
Alright, we get the point.
So yeah, I'm a kid, and I'm also a football, and a wingnut, and a knuckleheaded Sabaton.
Okay, I should do a video with that one again. And here's me playing that shit live 12 years ago. There I am. This is at a skate park in Sarasota. You would all the kids would put together shows and there. So you can probably hear. Wait, it's not playing. Oh, we didn't put it through the speakers on that one. I know there's this other video where you can definitely hear it. This used to be our intro. Shit was crazy. This was at the same place, just a different show. It was inside.
Yeah, okay, alright. We haven't even started yet. Let's do it. Get out there.
There I am right there. So, again, I made all this music on my own, and I would just have my friends come and play the parts. They were not nearly as involved as I wished they were. Like, I wanted so bad to have a band and stuff, but I don't know. It was just like something fun for them, and for me, I was like trying to set up tours and shit and booking my own shows. The same way how I am now, just like insane about my own music and stuff. I wish people watch my shows like that shit now. I think I've only played one Scro set where people were actually like throwing hands, but I get it. It's not like all my music is super heavy, so. Did you play in Drop A? Yes, I did. Whatever, so that was the first album. Then there was a second album, which sounds slightly better. It was called Benevolence, because I was really inspired by this band, Plea for Purging, who still holds up to this day. Mix is definitely better. Just as wankery, just as bullshit, prog, instrumental, whatever. So this was 2014, just 2 years later. This was a 10-track album. I think there was one single and then the album. Tangible memento, the 47 minutes of your life you never get back. That's some 5/4 action right here. Okay, just all a bunch of wankery. We got some electronic stuff in the beginning of this. I've seen so many gnarly scroll pits. I've seen one. It was our show in Anaheim. Brandon, it was the Macari tour. And there's actually a dude, like a couple dudes moving in there. I guess I just played the festival we just played. Yeah, there's kind of some movement when I went in there. But I'm talking about like throwing elbows type shit. I'm not talking about like jumping up or anything like that, which I'm all for, but I'm trying to see someone die in a scroll pit. Some bullshit, a lot of bullshit. I think this is like electronic interlude. Ooh, you're starting to hear a little bit of that modern scro sound already peeking through a little bit. Just tapping so many annoying layers on top of each other. Austin was going crazy. I don't remember them moving, but Austin was sick. What the fuck did I do? Genuinely love this one. What is this stand? Oh, this is like one of the heavier tracks of this album. But it's in a weird time signature. Oh, it's not a weird time signature. It's like the hits and the rhythms are like really difficult to dance to. Type shit. I think this one's more electronic too. No. This one. Yeah, I mean it's all truthfully like very what the fuck is going on? What's up, Underbelly? Volumes, exactly. That's why I named this one Masses, because it was inspired by Edge of the Earth by Volumes. Turn your mic up. Dude, why aren't you guys telling me this? Come on, I need your help. You're gonna tell me at this far in the stream? Fucking ding dongs. Hey, thanks, dude. Gotta support the artists you love. Appreciate it, dude. I'll turn that shit down too. Yeah, we are listening to my first band, my first project called Thug, and it was just metalcore. Volumes mentioned. Yeah, dude, I fucking love Volumes. Them and North Lane. When it comes to like the groovier stuff, I love that shit. How's it going, y'all? How's it going? We're going over the first music that I made. I put out 2 albums. It's funny, as Scro, I haven't even put out 1 album. And on my other first band, I put out 2 albums. The first one was 16 tracks, and the second one was 10 tracks. Oh, wait, this is a whole ass trap track on this album. I forgot about that. 2014. This kinda, I'm not gonna lie, for the yo with the 20, let's go. Love your show with Julia here in Austin. Hope to see it again. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. You guys rock. You do not need to be giving me money for anything, but I really appreciate it. Vision Medium, you rock. So fucking, for the time of where trap and electronic music was, this was during the sorry, I gotta pause it. This was during the Harlem Shake era of trap. I kind of kept up, I kind of kept up. didn't keep up. Maybe I didn't keep up at all, actually. Here's my fucking stupid sound bites in all my songs. It's like new metalcore. Anyone can transcribe this rhythm? I don't know what's going on here. We could go all day and just listen to this stupid fucking album. Nice to see that some of us are EDM heads too. I produce trance. Hell yeah. Just picked up on iTunes for other projects. Very Born of Osiris, yes. Did you see that Lee just left Born of Osiris also? That is so sad. I guess he's doing his own music. He's kind of on some pop, like alternative pop shit. So I'm interested to see what he's up to. And then as the last hurrah of Thug, this was the last track I ever put out. Genuinely sounds good. It is still prog metal, it's still instrumental. There's nothing redeeming about that in its own, but the mix is good. I had someone else master it for the first time. This was the first time someone else like touched my tracks in terms of anything. And again, it's just prog wankery bullshit, but let's hear it. So it's called Delusions. Actually, might as well go on YouTube and look at the playthrough video. Hell yeah, I'm familiar with Ainut. If not, look up Dreamer when you find the time, right up your alley. Yeah, that dude is awesome. It's crazy because he like programs all his guitar parts, but he plays drums, which is the opposite of what everyone else does. Like me, I play the guitar parts, but he programs the drums. At least there's his first album, he did that, I believe. It's fucking sick. He's so good. All right, this is a playthrough of the last Thug track that ever came out. How could you let someone else put your ozone on it? Literally, dude. This guy who mastered it was like a really big dude in the deathcore scene and where I grew up. Different guitar that I play now. This is an Ibanez. Anyone in that scale? I sure can't. Yeah, it sounds okay, like it could sound better, but it's not terrible. It's quite sick. This goes crazy right here. If you put a gun to my head and told me to learn that today, I could not. Blast beats, I rarely did blast beats. Oh, this kind of fucking hits. Yeah, incredibly, the most of its time metal you could ever fucking listen to. Scrub Baby, I was not familiar with your game. Dude, the fact that no one knows this shit. The thing is, like, I'm not, like, interested in this type of music at all. All I hear is we all just want to be on TV from volumes in that breakdown. Exactly. Are you playing 2 sets on the Julie Wolf tour? For the European one, yeah. I'm playing my set, my music, and then I'm playing guitar for her set. Oh shit, we got a thumper in the building. Fucking with the whole tone scale right here. This would kill and doom. Dude, that's actually interesting to like take my old tracks and like be like, yo, literally no one's heard this. 7 years ago, 250 views. No one has seen this shit, bro. I could easily just be like, hey, this is a new song, y'all. In a fucking movie, video game. Like, who's listening to this and being like, yes, this is so good, you know? I just like, I don't listen to prog stuff. I don't really listen to too much instrumental stuff. It's a different part of your brain that I'm just not, I don't know. I'm just not interested anymore. You know, I know plenty of guys who do this stuff really well, but I just want to hear more, you know, because it all, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Are you planning on touring in Mexico or Latin America? I don't have any plans right now, but I'm down. Mexico's not too far from me. I have a friend that could probably get me in, honestly. Yeah. Let's start checking out, since we're on the Scro train. New song in 30 minutes, by the way, guys. BT Bam and would absolutely jam this. Well, yeah, for sure. Like, I know that is true. It's just that I don't listen to Animals as Leaders or BT Bam anymore. You know, like, I'm just not as connected to instrumental guitar music anymore. But I'm also not connected to like pop music. I'm just like looking for something else, I guess, right now. And part of me, like, I don't want to do a disservice to my talent and my style and all this stuff. But at the same time, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. You know, I can make it. Some of the stuff on the new album is a little bit like that. It's a little bit crazy, but you know, I don't have instrumental prog shit. I wish that genre had songs with more narrative structure. Yeah, a lot of it is just melody. You know, like, it's funny. Intervals is a good band of, like, an instrumental band that they had melody and they had structure and form, but I just still didn't care at all. Like, they're insane. You know, I feel bad saying that because me and the guy from Intervals are on this album coming out in 30 minutes. But I don't care about instrumental music anymore. Unless it's dance music. I love dance music. But, I don't know, I wish I had a better way of, like, explaining why I feel like... Do you know Unprocessed? Hell yeah, they're pretty sick. What's up? All right, we're going back in the Scro Vault. This is technically not the first Scro track ever. So, am I late to the stream? I mean, no, you're here now. I assume you've heard of Dreamwake. Oh, I've never heard of them, actually. Ooh, a Frost Children set? Let's go. How have I not seen that? Dude, this band Reverent is fucking exploding. What was I gonna look up? Oh, it's only in my channel. The first Scro track. So as you guys know, obviously I grew up as a metal guy, blah, blah, blah. Starting getting into electronic music from synthesizers and production and then pop and all this stuff. The first Scro track was this like kind of EDM, kind of pop. It was very like, again, of its time, like Z coded. Oh dude, Dreamwake Paradise. I'll put them up next. But this was the first, I was like, I'm starting a new thing, like it's going to be electronic music, it's going to be EDM, and I'm going to have featured singers, guest singers. Song is ass, mixing is ass, but the music video is really fun. It's known between me and my friends as a legendary pudding party music video. And I got hundreds of dollars worth of free pudding and put alcohol in all the pudding and gave it away for free. And the music video is us just this party. And it's crazy. This was when I was in college, and I, to be blunt, I had been posting online trying to get things moving as an artist long enough under my other moniker, Thug, that at one point I just realized how fucking difficult it is to get any traction at all. I'd be doing so much and getting so little in return. And I just realized that that's just the game. It's a numbers game. You got to be active on the internet. You got to really put yourself out there. You got to be consistent. You got to work hard at that. And you might get a little bit of energy back. And that's just the game of it. So I did this. I was like, okay, I want to do a free pudding party music video. I'm going to have all my friends come. I would tell fucking everyone I knew at the college, which was just like my drumline friends, my marching band friends, New Orthodox, not familiar with Orthodox. I just told everyone I knew, thinking that like 20 people would show up to the house that I lived in at the time. My rent was $340 a month in college. This was in Tallahassee in 2016. And I just invited everyone over, everyone I knew. And it was a Thursday night, just assuming no one was going to show up. It felt like there was 1,000 people at my house, dude. I do not know how people found out about it. People I have never seen before. Obviously, I'm in college. People just go to parties and stuff. But what was I gonna say? I just didn't expect. I think people were just like, "There's free pudding," It was just like a weird, like, "What? There's free pudding? There's free pudding?" And I had some friends walk around with signs that said, "Free pudding at midnight. Free pudding at midnight." And the place was fucking packed. In my eyes, you'll look back at the music video and you'll be like, "Oh, it's like a standard party," but this was the whole reason I started Scro. Is to make a fun music video with my friends. And funny enough, it was inspired by Eminem, their big song around that same time. Which is a fucking rap song. Me and my friends were watching this in our living room, and I was like, I want to make a fun music video with my friends, but I only make metal. Like, I just want to make fun music, whatever.
What are these bananas?
And we were just like, we want to make a fun music video, and I was like, fuck it, I just right then and there started making this song, and I was already producing, EDM on the side just for fun and beats for my friends and stuff. Oh, this is a behind the scenes video. Where's the actual? Oh my god. Where literally every artist is out there competing and posting it. It's insanely hard. It's no better in the dance music world. Yeah, dude, it's like really fucking difficult. Where's the pudding party music video? This is behind the scenes. Where's the actual video? Watch the actual video because it has more views. I'm such a fucking loser. Or watch it on YouTube. Okay, this is unlisted. Here it is. Here's the music video. We'll watch behind the scenes next. This was my stupid fucking logo. And this is where I live. This was my house in college, and these were my roommates. I only know that one song from Eminem. This is my friend, dude. Obviously not me. we put pudding inside the toothpaste. And he brushed his teeth with it. Ew. He has a wife and a kid now, featuring Molly Meir, who is just like another kid at the college. Alright, here it is. Ooh, let me turn up the volume. What'd you study in college? Classical guitar. I got a degree in music. This is my other friend Teddy in like a costume that we made. We're putting in their hats, taking like shots of pudding. I don't think we had a keg of pudding. Someone just brought a keg. It really made it seem like a big deal. We did not, he's wearing a thug shirt. We did not direct this video very well. It was literally just like, I hired 2 of my friends who were in the College of Film and they just were running around with cameras. Doing body shots of pudding. That's my friend Teddy. And the pudding fucking snack pack. And that was the alcoholic pudding. Tasted like diesel fuel. It's disgusting. But everyone was taking it. Made it seem way cooler than it actually was. Here's like behind the scenes shit. That's where I lived. I made this song in Pro Tools.
Analyzing which ones I want to hit. I got it.
That was my drum line teacher. They're playing like flip cup with pudding.
I just wanted to give you rotation, bro. Rotation. Pass the blunt around, bro. Wait, really?
Whatever. Wait, what?
Rotation.
It's funny, no one remembered my real name. This is where I got my name Scro in college. Oh yeah, there's a fucking synth solo in the song. I wish I could get... That was the College of Music. Yeah, damn dude, this brings back memories, TVH. These are the practice rooms in the College of Music. I was obviously the only fucking guy with huge ass gauges. Two. Whatever. Anyways, so that's what Scro was, you know? This was the second Scro song, and it was just a Chainsmokers rip-off. So there's a story behind the name. What would you like to know, bro? This is the second Scro song. Shitty ass pop music. This is another one. This is like a disclosure type. Because I can't keep myself from you running through my conscious. This is where I learned how to master, guys. This was like an 80s song I made for some reason. I was really into, I don't even know what to describe, like 1975. This is my really good friend Zach, who also screamed in Thug. It's just a straight up EDM song. Just super future bass. I thought it was so cool. Man, to be honest, this is one of the better songs I put out. I'm done going through this shit. This is one of the better songs I put out when Scro started. It's called Castleton Drive. It was featuring this band Worst Party Ever. Worst Party Ever was an emo band, Midwest emo band from my area. Of Sarasota. I saw their first show ever, and they got really big just putting out voice memo recordings online. That was kind of like the DIY scene I grew up in was very Midwest emo, and that's what like inspired me to do Midwest emo, specifically my friend Luke. So they sent me this guitar part. And then I basically like remixed the whole loop. Some bullshit. This really wonky drop. I was really into playing the melodica, and there's a melodica solo in here. That's me just playing it. And there's another like groovy drop. That's kind of hard actually. I remember this took me so fucking long to make. This was when like I was starting to really understand how to make things sound good and big. It just took me a really long time to do it. And there's a big slow down future bass breakdown at the end. What's up, Dubcat? Pitch bend's insane. Kind of interesting. I thought I put out more tracks before 2020. All this is called Scro-Fi. This is a lo-fi EP mixtape I put out on my side page. This isn't like official Scro on Spotify, but it is on my SoundCloud. We've been sharing your music a bit. I'll invite my brother in here. You've talked to him before. Sick. Thanks, man. Yeah, I put out this EP called Scro-Fi. It's like 22 tracks, and it was during COVID. I was just like, I'm gonna make a track every day. Ended up being like every other day. Just got back from band practice. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming through. Motherfucking yeah. So I put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks as Scro before I made this like Scro-Fi mixtape. And then during COVID, I basically was like, oh yeah, this is some stupid fucking edit I made. Not official, obviously. So there's this song, Time to Go. And this kind of... I met you a few days ago. Wait, what? I've heard all of your music. You're great. Greetings from Brazil. Dude, nice to see you again. This song, Time to Go, kind of changed things for me a little bit. Not that it was big or anything. Got five plays on SoundCloud. Not sure how that happened. But it was I did a really, really nice music video for it. And this was my first song that I sang on as Scro. And because I was just tired of waiting for other people to sing on my stuff and wait for them to write lyrics and record it. I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to sing myself. And I remember being in the studio. My friend Joel still is my vocal producer to today, actually just today. I did vocals for a couple of my songs for the album coming up. I remember being in the studio and doing these octave layers and being like, dang, that like actually doesn't sound too bad. And I have like sort of like an emo sounding voice, which growing up I did sing a lot. I would sing like a lot of Never Shout Never. Like I thought I sounded just like him. I still like him a lot. How much money have y'all spent in those music videos? We can go by each music video if you want. I'm not abashed or whatever. This music video cost me next to nothing. I paid the video guy like maybe $80. I had to buy all this gear and I had to rent the studio. I think this music video cost like $400, which is nothing. I know as $400 is a lot of money, but when it comes to making like a proper music video, like you're spending at least a couple of grand usually. But I had the homie hook up, I did all this shit myself. It was literally 2 people. And the only other one person besides me was the guy who had to hold the camera. Because I couldn't hold the camera because I was in the video and setting everything up. So I had a TV. I had like 2 TVs in my place. Oh, I'm clean shaved in this shit. Oh yeah, I gotta check out the Dreamwake thing. I had 2 TVs. I borrowed a TV from a friend, and I bought a TV, and then just right here. I bought a TV and then just returned it. And I had my computer in the back. I was doing HDMI, and I have this HDMI splitter that split it into 4 TVs, and I basically split the plan was that these big yellow lights in the back were not going to be on, and that the TVs were going to be like strobes and they were going to light up and do these things. But the video guy was like, no, it looks better with the lights. And I was like, that was my whole idea, to not have the lights and to do all this stuff, but whatever. Did you drop that Anti-Future bass track? How about I'll drop it in 18 minutes if that's cool with you. I love your in-depth song breakdowns. You mentioned you weren't sure if people like them. Thanks, man. How long does it take to shoot a video? Do you guys do it all in a day? Looks like you probably fun for you guys. It is not fun. It's fun thinking the idea and doing pre-production and all that stuff, but the actual planning and actually shooting it is a nightmare. So I had to get all these TVs. I edited a music video, as you'll see, a lyric video that plays on the TV. I had to bring all this shit in my car. I had to bring that mic. I had to bring the stand. I had to find these tables to put the TVs on. And then I had to edit them all together afterwards. This was not fun. We can go over my other music videos afterwards, which cost way more and were way more of a pain in the ass. But so the song is synced up to this. That's so funny. So I edited this. I did that all myself on Premiere or After Effects or something. And I genuinely love this song. This was a big deal for me and for my friends. Like, something kind of clicked, you know, especially with me singing and it just being a good song. So right when I sang this in the studio, I was like, damn, I sound some sort of way right now. Like, I don't sound too bad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is like a cool song. I'm really proud of this. And again, this is like the start of something new for me. Where it was EDM, but there's like a little bit of songwriting, pop element to it. And having this really nice music video, I was really proud of this. This is my first song signed to a label. It's called Bonfire Records. I don't even know if they're still around. You're insanely talented and breath of fresh air. Thanks, dude. Little house. Extremely fucking Bitbird sounding. I have my head and rose into the night. So maybe I could help find it. Whatever, you get it. My other videos. Let's fucking run it. My next videos. After this song, Time to Go, I was releasing more, you know, EDM pop sort of stuff. This is my friend Tim, who's in the band True North. This is getting into glitchy stuff now. Glitchy, future bass EDM. So again, this was a scro track with a vocal feature on it, you know? Yeah, pretty interesting. It's crazy to me how small you guys still are. It's weird to come in and see just 10 viewers, just hearing you and seeing the production quality I expected initially. Wait, what are you saying? It's crazy to see how small you guys still are. It's still weird to come in and see just 10 viewers and just hearing your music and seeing the production quality I expected initially to be popular. I mean, I usually have like a nicer camera and a good setup. I'm just kind of doing some fun little streams on the side. But thanks. Yeah, I'm still kind of, you know, getting the stream thing going on. You know, it's always been hard to get people to check out what you're doing. I know it sounds like some people think I haven't made, but you know, I'm honestly so thankful for the 10, 14 people that are here. Like, I think that's so cool. And I'm just like stoked that anyone's here at all. So I'm glad you guys are just hanging out. Wasn't trying to be a nag. No, you're good. No one's being a nag. Then I put out just a normal ass. So it's like drum and bass, but it's kind of lame. This is super glitchy bullshit music. This is when I was starting to get into like weird bass music and more like underground electronic stuff. Pretty cool, like, I don't know, interesting drum and bass vibe, but obviously it's just like weird ass EDM. By the way, I'm not like upset at someone saying I'm small or something. You know, I'll also keep in mind the internet is the internet. You know, done 2 national tours. I produce for a huge artist. I have a tour in Europe coming up. The internet is the internet, but real life is real life too. All right, and then the next one, then again, I'm starting to get into, you know, this is my first like big song, kind of, Face to Face with Death. And I had like a metal vocalist on there, you know, so starting to get back into the metal stuff. And then there's a little too quiet, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to go over my fucking everything, but yeah, this is a sick tattoo on your arm, by the way. Thanks. That's very metal. I'm just gonna play some random shit. This is mixed like ass, but I made a rhythm track for some reason. I wish it was heavier. I just made it really quick. I don't know what that shit was about. So you've been producing some stuff for other people, like songs or what? I'm not big into the music business kind of thing. I just listen. Sure. Yeah. So my life is kind of split 50-50, making my own music and producing for others. More recently, I've been more busy just producing for others. There's this artist, Julia Wolf, who I produce for. She just put out an album last week. 11 tracks, and I produced all the tracks. And my life has completely changed because of her music. And, you know, I don't want to say our music, but, you know, music that I produce and write with her. And now I have, you know, I just worked with MGK recently. He put out I'll show you guys. This is actually kind of cool. So I didn't produce this whole track, but so this is all me from the beginning. The guitars, the glitchy stuff. Yeah, and I have a bunch of sessions with other really cool big artists, and you know, possibly getting a publishing deal. And yeah, it's completely like changed my life working with Julia. So I mean, in one way it's kind of interesting and cool that you don't know her, because a lot of people know me because of her at this point. But I'm always glad that people just know my music because they like my music. So that's really sick. But yeah, I'm going on tour, opening up for her in Europe, UK in December. We also have a show in New York and LA sometime. So feel free to keep an ear out for that. Is there anything other cool thing I could show? Everyone loved this track. It's pretty sick, actually.
I wish I did better. So you wouldn't fucking just put me in the dust for smelling a fucking Mustang, dude. That's fucked up, dude. I gave you my heart, and you threw it away for some Mustang.
Yeah, Cloudy Sky is lit. Super cool. What is this? Should I play this? I made this on stream a couple weeks ago for the beat battle. Do you have any artists that you've wanted to produce for, or anyone you want to produce for in the future? I mean, I'd love to produce. There's like some huge artists, like Post Malone would be super sick. Pink Panthers would be insane. Ariana Grande would be insane. I would love to produce for like heavier metal rock artists and really like get them right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's some people in that space that I'm like, they're just not quite there, but they kind of have the idea and I feel like I could help. It's kind of interesting, like, you know, being in my position, I'm getting asked those questions like seriously, and being like, okay, well, we'll try and make it happen. And there's kind of this idea where it's like let's say Porter Robinson produced for Paleface Swiss. Yeah, that'd be sick. Let's say Porter Robinson. I love Porter Robinson. I love his style, his aesthetic, his curation, his taste. If I add myself to the picture, then it's not Porter Robinson anymore. Then it's Porter Robinson and Scro. And I might not like what Porter Robinson and Scro sound like. So it's like, maybe I should just enjoy it from afar. Now, personally, as like an accolade, a achievement, a goal, something I think would be fun, of course I'd love to produce something with Porter. But who knows if it would be any good, just because you really like this artist and this artist, if you put them together, it might not be any good. So it's just kind of like, of course I would love to, but I've just been had this weird thing in my head. There's even people that are asking me like, who are some smaller artists that you'd love to build up? And I'm like, naming all these cool artists, but I'm like, but the reason I love them is because I love their taste and I love their style, and I don't want to taint that. I have my own style, and I don't want to work with them because I think they need me to be better, but at the same time it would be cool and fun and interesting. There's a deathcore band, they're a deathcore band, but your sound would be awesome with the singing vocals and mellow screams. I think they're trying to do something different nowadays. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely know Paleface. We got 5 minutes till the song comes out, gang. Let's look up Paleface Swish. Are they American? I mean, it makes me think that they're fucking Swiss with a name like that. They don't look like they'd be a deathcore band. They look like they'd be like a... I don't know. Sounds to me like you need an album of collaborations, kind of like Now Nothing Nowhere did. That is cool. I do think that's cool. I also have so many collabs under my belt that it's time for me to just be like, fuck you guys, this is Scro. This is really what my sound is. There's Vacant, it's my friend Porter. There's Fractures, I did the Scro Belly EP in 4 minutes. There's this collab with Phase 1 coming out. I have a bunch of other collabs in the works for this year. And at this point, I'm ready to just show people what I'm about, and what my music sounds like and what my universe on its own needs to be, that I want to step away from collabs for a little bit. And it sounds like, oh, why wouldn't you want to collab with all these big artists, blah, blah, blah. But for me, it's like I want to build my universe. And as an artist, it's so important that people know what you sound like. What does DJ Khaled sound like? Who fucking knows? He just puts a bunch of people in a room and you don't really know what his sound is. So, Julia's album that she just put out, it's all just her music. There's no, obviously I'm producing it, but it's just, there's not like another, you know what I'm saying? They're from Switzerland. Oh, sick. I think they're Sweden. Yeah, my bad. I always get that mixed up. I guess you've done a shitload in hindsight. Didn't realize you had so many. Yeah, I'm not bad at anyone, suggesting that. I think it's cool. And then in the future, he sounds like DJ Khaled. In the future, there'll be a time and place for that. And obviously, if fucking Ollie Sykes wants to collab, like, hit me up. I'm down. But I already have a bunch of cool things in the works, and at some point it's like, who are you? Like, what's your story? What's your universe? So yeah, that's what's up. Anyways, we got 2 minutes in this jaunt. I wonder if we didn't like make a visualizer video. Obviously, I'm just one song. I'm on his entire album. But I wonder how it will be how it will show up on YouTube, because or maybe it'll be on his record label. Phase One lives 10 minutes away from me, by the way. Sounds of Mayhem label. So I'll through my mixer friend that you watched a cover of In My Room by a certain sheepy VTuber. Oh, sick. Yeah, I always check out all the covers. I'm sure I really liked it. I always love hearing covers. It's like so sick, you know, for people to want to cover your music. It's like so humbling. All right, I'm just going to sit here like an anxious freaking loser and just refresh these pages to see once one of them come up. By the way, you guys should seriously listen to Phase One's album. Obviously, he sent me the whole thing before it dropped, and I was like really stoked on it. I was, you know, it's not just dubstep. It's a lot of cool bass music. There is dubstep and rhythm and shit. But there's some interesting things, and there's even some like good songs and some songwriting in there. And he's really, you know, changing up kind of his vibe a little bit. And again, I'm stoked he wanted to work together. I was like, really? You want to work with me, bro? That's so cool. She introduced me to Julia. Awesome. Very cool. I think I remember it. There it is. Oh, damn. Let's check out the whole album. That's just the one. You heard it here first, gang. Here's the album. Hey, there it is. Is it popping on YouTube? How are they doing this? Is it automated? I'll probably just... Once it's 9:01, we're just going to hit up the Spotify. Why does it sound like a screw track? Yes, I produce all our music. Let's go. All right, it's 9:01. It's not on YouTube yet. It probably, I'm sure if I do YouTube music, it'll be there. But it's not there yet. All right, we're gonna check it out on YouTube Music, and it is called. Wait, I literally forgot the name of the song. Shadows. Oh, uppercase. Okay, I didn't know he was gonna do that. I'm with it. Okay, and there's me. It's not in here. How do you do YouTube Music, guys? I'm a fucking idiot. YouTube Music. Rather than just automate it to put it on their YouTube channel. Phase One, Scroll, Shadows. Yeah. Alright, fuck it. We're hitting up the Spotify. Here it is. The longest track, 5.5 minutes. Let's get it. Can we get some W's in the chat? New Scroll track just dropped. Let's freaking go. Yeah, he is in Australia. Not in Australia. His whole team is based in Australia. It is. Dubs, bro, dubs. The mix on this is chunky. He was like, yo, you should mix this one. I love your mixes. I was like, you make fucking dubstep. You're mixing this shit, bro. You're joking. low-key Jersey club in the background. A lot of textures in the background of this. Shit. We still got 2 minutes in this bitch. What's coming up? I'm gonna hear the most unlistenable music you've ever heard in your life. There's still a minute left. He made this outro long. This is the outro of the album, so we wanted to make it last. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, listen to this. Hey. Wait, did he take it out? Well, that's actually kind of fire. He had something else in the end when he sent me. Let's go. Let's go. Repeat that shit into oblivion. Real quick. So I want to show you guys a little bit of that track. It's mostly on his computer, but I do have the session. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work the way I'm streaming, but let us try. I'm gonna show you that last part. We were going back and forth between so many different things. I wanted to go techno at one point. I thought that would have been super sick. He wanted to go just straight future bass. Let's see if this comes through the I hate the way Mac does this shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is so messy, guys. I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to show you some different versions of the ending. Last verse fills and shit, I think. I already saved on my Spotify. Let's go. You know, I'll show you guys some BTS type shit. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna play. Yeah. So this is the drop I made. Dude, this shit hits though. Dude, play this shit at a club on loop. Hell yeah. Dude, I gotta put that one in the vault or someone. Yeah, dude, I'll just fucking send it to you. I should drop all these in the Discord. All right, what's this? End idea. Oh, that's the version that it ended up being. Invokes chop idea full. I think this. Invokes melodic idea. .mp3. Let's see what this is. This was like the idea before I put all the fills in it. There's a techno one I made that was fucking so sick. Here, I'm gonna put that on the desktop so I can remember to put it in the Discord. So y'all can definitely play that out 100%. Oh shit. Wait. I want to make sure I copy it. There's a techno one I made that was so sick. And then I'm going to show you guys the actual project file. Yeah. Let's see. House fake out. Man, this is so messy. I'm gonna kill myself. Are any of those bounces? Fucking nope. Stems 2. Are they in here? Oh yeah, I'm kind of bummed it didn't end up doing this. But we had this really heavy shit that we were gonna do. It just didn't really lend itself to like a good song. This would have been fucking sick. And it would go into the verse right there. Oh shit. Dude, we had so many different versions. We went like prog from one of them. We were really unsure about the form. This would have been sick too. Because I was like, obviously I'm doing a collab with Phase 1. It's got to be dubstep at some point, so. back into the chorus. I really love this outro we made. So fucking heavy, his mix. Yeah, I ended up not doing that, obviously. Let's see. Oh, VIP. This is the techno one. So these are all ones that I've made, you know what I'm saying? We're just kind of throwing back and forth, ending ideas. This one would have been maybe a little too epic sounding for the end. Yes, yeah, industrial for sure. Yeah, we went with like the more straightforward like song structure, and then just like stupid fucking. We were like having a hard time agreeing on drops basically, because he sent me the first drop he made. I was like, oh, this sounds like phase one. Fuck yeah. But then he was kind of like, it's just like dubstep, and I'm like, yeah, but you're literally phase one. Let's see if I can find the project file. It'd be cool to hear his original drop we were gonna use for this track, which was just fucking rhythm as hell. I don't know if it'll play through the stream. My stream might just explode at some point. Come on, Reaper. Hope this song does well. I hope people like it. It is the last track on the album, so most likely won't get too much love. But I think that people who really like it will really like it. Alright. Will this play out my damn speakers? Okay, it looks like this is playing. So this was just a bunch of arrangement shit. This was me like fucking around with different melodies. My bullshit drop that I made. Maybe his drop is like hidden in the end of this file. Yeah, it's like some melodic house thing. I'm gonna assume my stream is like exploding right now. Uh-oh. Okay. I think my stream was like all fucked up for a second. So I'm not going to do that. I don't have like my normal setup, long story short. Just don't have my camera, so I can't do all the other stuff because of the webcam. Yeah, can I fucking... Should be good now. Let me comment in there, but yeah, wasn't able to properly go in. Is it auto stopping? What the frick, y'all? Check. It says I'm good. It says I'm rocking. Okay. Anyways, yeah, maybe next stream I can like properly show off how, you know, we produced it a little bit. A lot of it is in his computer, obviously, but I did kind of make that last part. So, well, a large scroll black shirt, but it's sold out. Well, it's sold out, bro. I'm sorry. I wish I could help. I don't have much merch left because I haven't printed any in a long time. The last time I printed merch was for the Macari tour in like October, and that all sold out. I had to print that up three rounds of printing for that. And then motherfucking, yeah, I've just been like, I had like 3 shows since then, just been kind of selling leftover stuff, so I don't really have much. Not planning on really making any until, you know, that album drops. And then obviously when I'm in Europe, I'll have merch for that. So yeah, sorry about the sold out stuff. I know there's some things in there that I really liked a lot, but it just doesn't make sense just to like randomly make merch for no reason. At least like, you know, there's a time and place. So I'll have some soon, and obviously you'll know. That's it. Stream the track, guys. Shadows by Phase 1 and Scro. Collab is out. So it's been a really cool track to work on together, and I'm super honored that he even wanted to get together on it in the first place. I invited him to my birthday party with a bunch of other, you know, cool homies. Eliminate, Complexive, Venus is a Boy, Boston, a lot of other cool producers, and he came through with Eliminate, and then we were just talking, and he was like, oh, blah, blah. And, you know, people just say stuff all the time, so I was like, yeah, that'd be sick, but who knows if that was actually going to go through. And then he was like, yeah, let's set up a date or something. So anyways, hope you guys like the track, and I really hope you check out his whole album too. Super sick, a lot of cool new things on it. Really sick shit. Probably not gonna do my Tuesday stream, this Tuesday stream, for the literally sad, just timing and blah blah blah. Probably let me look at my calendar. I don't think I'm sharing my screen, so probably the next Tuesday. I could do it this Tuesday. No, I really can't actually. Anyways, y'all, take it easy. Have a good rest of your week. Stream Shadows by Phase 1 and Scro. Thanks for the donation, Vision Media. Appreciate you, my man. And I need that dance drop version. Yeah, I'll drop it in the Discord, because I'm about to do like a big, you know, announcement thing on Discord. I'll probably do it tomorrow, because more people will be up at like noon type shit. So that's that. Peace. Goodbye. Love you. Goodbye. Peace. Goodbye. Hello. Stop.